Hello? Hello? I I had to I may have been going back to look at the CGs, and I may have had to furiously close it before I transitioned. I realized I would have exposed myself, and yet here I am, exposing myself anyway, because I have a sense of integrity. I have a sense of integrity. Um, so yes, it is time. I am hoping I get the guy who is Nagi's favorite. I have no idea how to. I honestly think it's funnier just guessing, but I suppose we'll figure out. Because I think I remember the choice I made to end up with Francesco slash Ike, as we've named him. Um, Hello. Yeah, okay, okay. I think I remember what I had to click on to get Francesco, but I don't. I guess I'm just gonna click on things that I can't. I think I. Oh, I remember this is continues my campaign for a heart rate. No, I feel like I already exposed myself enough as it is, and it will only like I can't be like physically betrayed either. I can't. I'll die for real. If I had a heart rate monitor when I was on Sirius's route, it would have would have been over for me. Even though I feel like I already did kind of betray myself, but no, no, I don't want to overwrite the save. I want to. We need more proof. What proof? Let's go to this one. Run to the safety of the church. Stay and leave. I think I left. I left, and that's what ended up getting me to Francesco. But okay. I'm gonna try and psychoanalyze Nagi so that I can figure out what the what the correct move is to get Nagi's favorite. Okay? So I feel like okay. I mean he might be an Oji-san. I don't think there's any proper Oji-sans in this game. But okay. I feel like he'd be kind of rowdy. That's just like I know Nagi's into into some of the dangerous types. So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. Very suddenly, one of the members of the crowd breaks away and sprints directly towards me. I start moving backwards, trying to step aside. I misjudge my step and stumble. I fling a hand out in an attempt to find my balance. The sprinter slows down very slightly, closer to me, slow enough to catch my hand and jerk me forward. I try to pull my hand away, but it's impossible. The runner pulls me along, and I have to use all of my focus to keep up. Stop! Thief! Thief? I cannot help my astonished outburst. I can't believe it worked! I'm pretty sure this guy's the one Hunagi likes. I'm like 90% sure it's this one Hunagi likes. I can't believe I just had to psychoanalyze Nagi's love for dangerous men. But okay. I know I've been shit at voice acting this whole time. I haven't been doing, as in I haven't just been doing, I just haven't been doing a lot of it. He keeps telling me, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Um, but I want to do him justice. For Nagi. Okay. What? Like you're surprised? We pelt down a tunnel. Many of the people step aside for us, hardly surprised by a pair sprinting away from a collection of uniformed officials. I wouldn't want to be involved either. The runner takes a sharp turn, nearly wrenching my arm from its socket. I yelp as I follow along. When we take a turn into some sort of business establishment, the runner does not slow down for a second as the shopkeeper opens their back door for us and closes it once we're through. The back alley we're in is comfortably cramped and we shuffle through. Hold on. All at once, the thief turns, grasps my shoulders, and pushes me backwards until I'm pinned against a wall. Nagi! Hello! Nagi. I know he's your favorite. I understand. I understand now. I didn't know it would be starting so soon. Oh. I didn't know it would be starting so soon. But I like it. I like him. Is Kair the one that you like, Nagi? I'm like 90% sure it's him, unless it's the other guy. But I feel like it's this guy. Considering, I just we're gonna. I'll wait to save until I have like a choice. But oh my god. Okay. What the? I was, and I and I succeeded. Shh, shh. Both panting. Thief leans in until I'm pressed body to body with. Stay quiet for 20 seconds. Right now I don't want a heart rate monitor. Helpless, I follow the thief's lead. I do everything in my power to breathe silently behind the stranger. After a count of 30, uh, who are you exactly? Salem. Trust me? You know, I I don't know if it just tells you that I have problems, but I'm like, when he's sketchy, that makes me trust him. At least he's like, he told me straight up that he's a thief. I'm like, you know what? I respect him for just being straight up about it. He's like, I stole something. That's why we're here. I kind of I respect him for that, but also I don't. I feel like I feel like he wants me to say no. Again, I saved it, so we'll find out. Not remotely. Should I? No, shouldn't. But if you don't want to get arrested, you should still come with. Sushi, please. Not the heart rate monitor. No. Please. I'm just trying to live another day. On another merry chase to the marketplace, somewhere we can cool off. Fast. Bell gets cold. 20ish hours, you can go. Oh, so I get to like just hang out with him for a day. Okay, I okay. Have this escaping business down to an art, do you? I do like unapologetic criminals. That's what I like. I like unapologetic criminals. You know, if he's not beating, like if he's evil and he's fucked up, I want him to just tell me. I want it to be up front. I'm so tired of these like I hate these like romance novels that like have these evil, terrible, dark male protagonists, and then the books, like the story, bends over backwards to try and justify. Oh, he's not actually like that evil though. He's not actually like evil though. Like he's totally this like super mafia criminal guy, but he's like not that bad actually. And I'm like, no, no. I want I want them to be upfront about it. I want them to accept that he's evil and also hot. Yeah, honest criminals are the best. As long as they know what they're like, they know what they're doing is bad and they just actively make the choice to do it, I'm like, at least you know what you're doing. I respect that a lot more. Wouldn't be here if I didn't. Well then, thief, steal me away. Wait until I tell you it's alright to speak again. Not yet. Yesterday, got mine. I'm a thief. I'm supposed to take things. Oh, I was about to say something unhinged. I'm like, he's already starting to take my heart a little bit. You want me to call you thief while we're walking around? Would you like that kind of attention? You're not always going to be this mouthy, right? Depends on how much you deserve it. Call me Kair. Meet you, Kair. Not yet. Now you're going to shut up. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't say you could talk again. I've grown comfortable with the anonymity of my mask. Shame, I can't show Kair exactly what exactly I think of his sass. To be fair, he's probably sneaked through the back alleys, shuffling between buildings that seem to be leaning into each other. I've no idea where we are at this point. I've lost sight of all my usual landmarks, and there's every chance I'm in a cavern I've never explored before. Kair, at least, would be completely comfortable navigating this. Stop at a dead end. Or at least, it looks to be a dead end for a moment. Here shoves aside a collection of heavy planks, and a short, narrow passage is revealed. Watch your step. We have to crouch and nearly crawl through the passage, but it is mercifully short. It leads to a small open space behind several rough-built houses. At least I think they're houses. A lanky teen staring us down from behind a scrappy, stiffened fabric mask. Hey, we're sunstone polishers. Don't mind us. Hey, what was that? A code phrase? Still no talking. I roll my eyes behind the privacy of my mask. Then I take real stock of my surroundings. I'm in a strange place, a man I cannot trust, and I only know about one exit, one behind. I mean, I'm gonna save, but I'm also like, I've come this far. I feel like if I leave, I'm just gonna get arrested. I'm like, well, if I try to escape, he could just kill me. Or I'll just get arrested. I feel like he's just let me get arrested. But also, I know where his hideout is now, so I don't think he'll let me leave. So, but I was like, I've come this far. And also, I would not mind being trapped by this guy. I'm just saying, if I'm going to escape, I need to do it now. I glance at Kair. He's walking away, pushing past the teenagers. Neither of them are looking at me. Step backward. Wait, what did I click on? Oh, I clicked get out of here by accident. Oops. Visiting his home on the first day of romantic. I'm gonna click it out of here. I just want to see what happens. Um, but I will go back to stay. I'm gonna see what happens. Then I turn around and duck into the passage. It's undignified, scuttling on my hands. Hey, wait. Nope. Short tunnel is blocked off again, as expected. Firm shove against the gap. I squeeze. Then I'm on my feet and I start to run. I can hear Kair behind me. I follow the sound of people out of the alleyways to a main road. My heart pounds as I tried my best to melt into the crowd. I'm just one of the faceless many exploring what appears to be massage parlors and gambling houses. Slowly, I start going back the way I came, to more familiar territory. Eventually, the church comes into view. Oh, but then it just takes me on Circe's route. Okay. It's fine. We're gonna go back. I didn't want to leave anyway. No, I didn't. I didn't want to leave anyway. I was gonna stay with. Yeah. I wonder what happens if I try and escape and then I decide to stay. I stop. I catch myself at the last second, trying to escape with no plan. I'll just stay. Yeah, because this is what I intended to do in the first place. I can't try and flee now and risk the danger of a chase. And what if those authorities who are chasing us find me? Is the game really taking you back to the priest? Yeah. Yeah. They know what I want. Patience. Kair shoves past the team, follow close behind. Wherever we are, I feel safer with him than alone. I squeeze past two houses and end up on a busy, cramped road. The glowworm light that illuminates all the caverns is blocked out by the homes on either side of us. Then we're in a small square of sorts. It's an open space, with the most sturdy building of this area all around. There's paths leading away in all directions. It's dark, but I can see a glimpse of masks and shutters that crack open. Watch us. Here! Hey, I'm home. This is the first time I've heard any warmth in his voice. Such an abrupt change, I almost cannot believe the same man behind that mask. A child jumps from a low second-story window, landing on Kair's back. Hey, give a man a warning. You're gonna break my back. No way! Menace. He reaches around and pulls the kid off of him, holding him up by one arm. Kid is kicking and wiggling and laughing. Better say sorry, or you'll be stuck there forever. I see why Nagi likes him more now. He reminds me of Child from Genshin. Because he's got a bunch of supposed like siblings or sibling like people in his life. Sorry. Here lets the kid down. Yeah, he's the brotherly type. Yeah, that's why Nagi likes him. See, Nagi does like the brother. I was correct. I want him to call me a menace affectionate too. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry you're so old. Kid and a few of their friends pelt away, and Kir protests loudly. But even I can hear him smiling. Here, who's this? Someone plucks at my long sleeve, tugging my arm. I voice sharply. Salem. Or so she told me. Do I get to speak yet? No, I like the silence. Well, I think you've enjoyed enough of that. Could never get it. I am, called Salem. Decide whether you... What's a stranger doing here? Needed a decoy. Turns out she's the right size. A decoy? Wow. You gotta be quick on your feet to keep up with Kate. Yeah, I was impressed. I thought I was gonna lose. Sure. No. Stop. Explain. Not everyone can keep up with me. You know that's not what I meant. Do you mean a decoy? You know what a decoy is, right? I needed one. Profile. He's evading. Why? You needed a decoy to deceive some kind of authority. You needed a decoy, and you're very smart. Was I a decoy for someone you were working with, or someone you stole? Oh, damn. That's a quick. Sure. It sounds like I'm right. And what are you planning on doing with me when it's done? I was going to let you leave. Such a blatant lie, my jaw drops. Does he really think I'd believe that? No way. You can't let her leave now that she can find her way here. It's the casual praise for me, like he can be blunt 99% of the time and then casually drop a carrot on me 1% of the time. I'm right there with you, Nagi. I remember with the priest when he was being very harsh and he had that one little hint of praise, even though he was literally torturing MC. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. I'm glad I don't have a heart rate monitor right now. Kier, what were you thinking? I was thinking you'd play the bad guy, Griff. Hero. Looks like you're not on today. What? I was just thinking that someone who can run and dodge the authorities is an asset. He faces me, says that. The right timing? Oh yeah. Of carrot and stick. I fully understand you. What? What? You did not just try to recruit me. You're insane. You can say that all you like. I'm right. Need her to stay quiet. I wasn't planning on involving the authorities. Why should I trust you when you say that? I've already proven you understand. Trust is a lot harder to earn upside. So we'll let her learn even more about us. That's about the shape of things. Once you're involved, same type of criminal as the rest of us. And if I'm involved against my will, enforcement here is just so kind, understanding. I'm sure they'll take you at your more people, asked and start gathering around. I don't know why you're being so hostile to me when I didn't ask for any of this. Because you don't understand. We get caught stealing, we get killed. The way we can even start to trust you is if you've also got a noose around your neck. And I didn't ask any of this. It doesn't matter. one we're gonna save. I want to chew his ass out. Fuck this guy. You manipulative gutter slime. Hey! I was nothing to you. Decided, just for fun, I suppose, to destroy my life. You're fucking horrible. Griff seems keen to get me to shut up, but Keir's hand settles calmly on his shoulder. Part of me thinks that he's more endeared to just being called the fuck out. He knows he's earned this. Suppose I'm just some random insignificant stranger. What could my thoughts and feelings possibly have to do? Well, you needed a noose around my neck, you have it. Don't think this means I'll ever be able to trust you. There's a moment of quiet. My heart is pounding, and in my head there's nothing but screaming. I'm so angry I can hardly breathe. Are you done? Like he's talking to a child, not an adult whose existence he's irreparably changed for the worst. His freckled buff arm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm. Listen. Yeah, yeah. You're blackmailing me. Don't you fucking dare condescend me too. Air doesn't answer. Finally. It's a quiet moment. Everyone around us seems to be coming to the same conclusion as me. Cornered. I don't have a choice in this. I keep my voice as flat and as possible. Not really. No. Then what do I do? Run a few jobs with us, get that noose good and tight. Then, if you want to leave, get yourself a new identity. You already put on a mask and picked it once, right, Salem? Right. Again. You sure about this, though? Yeah. With Gups down for the count, we need to look out. Salem's got what it takes. I sure hope you don't think it counts as a compliment. I compliment you if that ever happens. You'll know. Good to know. We're not using Eve because Eve is 12. He's stupid, Chris. He's protective? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Nagi, we're comrades for a reason. I'll do what you need, then I'm out. Hey, no need to make it sound like a prison sentence. Am I not being held here against my will? Prisoners don't get paid. You will. You know, prisoners do get paid, actually. When they work, they do get money. It's literal prison wages, but they do get money. So listen. We're pragmatic. We're not monsters. You do work. Paid. We really afford. Yes, Griff. I've heard we're getting our favorite visitor. We'll all be getting. Hell yes. What do you mean paid? Caught your attention, have I? I think it's fair to know my wages are going. The number Kayer gives is not gobsmackingly. It's not low. A few jobs I could make for some comfortable living at the there and for a long time. I'm just saying you mentioned this tribute to him while he's yeah, I would. I 100% would. Good enough. Yeah. That's why I feel like I do connect with this MC because MC just cannot shut the fuck up, and that's just like me for real. That's just like me for real. I have a counteroffer. The idea in my head is half formed, but I have to pursue it. Are we negotiating? You're a thief. So that's well established. Which means if I want something instead of money, you could get it. Depends. Lunar Ichor. The crowd around us bursts into a flurry of whispers. Well, at least they know it's important. Kier's voice changes suddenly. I do. Should I trust you enough to say? Blackmailer. There's a long pause. That's a lot of jobs you're going to have to work to earn that pricey. Earn something that pricey. Would I be able to make enough money to buy it? Not in your life, I don't think. Not with us, at least. Been working for my best shot at getting it. Griff suddenly pulls on Kair's cloak and leaves. There's whispering, and I'm not nearly close enough to hear it. Then they separate, and Kair runs his hand. Gesture of pure exhaustion. I like that he just looks like he's head in hands. Fine. Whispers rise in intensity. You work with us, you get your ichor. He holds out a gloved hand. We have a deal? I slowly reach out, clasps my hand, and we shake on it. I'm tempted for a second to think this was too easy. It really wasn't. Kair calls out into the crowd. Someone go out with her to... Pardon? Can't have you sneaking in and out all the time. Dangerous. Just finished moving here as well. So I'll live here now. Get a room of... I love making him facepalm. Yeah. Eventually, a small volunteer comes forward. Together, we sneak out of the hidden community and return to the fair. They refuse to talk to me. Just follow me like a shadow until I gather the few things I have left. Clothes, the odd knickknacks I've managed to acquire, my hygiene supplies. Then it's time to return the key. Hello. Salem, good to see you. Ready to pay for more time? You're definitely the reliable sort, so I can offer a good rate. Not this time. Sorry. I found somewhere else. Answer to my calls. I dropped the key on the counter in front of her. Thank you, though. Sleeping Bear was becoming a bit of a new home. Brenna's quiet for a few minutes. She dropped her voice low. So low I can bear. Do you need help? Is that shadow of yours unwelcome? Rufus can remove it. What? Oh! Oh, no, things are fine. Rufus doesn't need to do anything. I'm fine. I like that she's so supportive. My new arrangements came as a surprise, but I did say yes to the offer. Never mind what kind of duress they put me under. I did agree. Good. Never like seeing my clientele go places they weren't interested in going. Thank you for staying with us. Brenna's voice is a little more formal than I'm used to. I suppose now that I'm leaving, I will likely never see her again. A little disappointing. No real bonds here in the marketplace. But I was used to the Leaping Bear. Goodbye. I leave, my shadow close behind me. Eventually they take the lead, guiding me to yet another hidden passage. Many ways of sneaking out are there? We enter the cavern again. Someone is waiting. Hey. My shadow answers quickly. Don't mind us. It's here to polish some sunstone. Then I'm being led back into the tight network of pathways, between closely built homes, and stopped in the square again. Here, I'm done being a babysitter. I see Kair, or at least his mask, turn to face us. Already? You don't have to sound so annoyed. I didn't have many possessions to start with. Getting them was easy. Good. Found a room for you, too. You'll be staying with me. Okay. I'm normal. This is fine. Sorry, what? Kair brings home a stray, he gets to take care of it. A stray? Griff, Film is a person. Is her name. The way he says it, it sounds like this is a frequent topic of discussion. He's face palming again. My home is small, but I get a lot of guests, so I keep a spare room. What? What does he mean by guests? And can I be what? Are you asking for volunteers? I'm just asking. Then I suppose I should thank you for your hospitality. It would be nice. Maybe later. Yeah, I'm not thanking him. Kair suddenly stands next to me and pats my back, right between my shoulders. Let's get going. Long ass day. To take a Are you even going to be able to relax with a stranger at home? It's nice to pretend. Start walking. I like that he's kind of sassy. I like that. By the way, welcome to the mole house. What do you mean you have strays before me? Yeah. I'd be like, listen, um, he says he has guests over frequently, enough to warrant a spare room. Though I guess if it's that kind of guest, he wouldn't need a spare room. What a name for this place. Backpack, yeah, it was so cute. Also, I'm like, okay, I'm normal. I'm normal. The twisting paths between the buildings are a tangled mess. There's no easy way to landmark or orient myself with. Further from the square, the homes and businesses, such as they are packed so tightly together that the blue-green glowworm lights from above doesn't reach us. Instead, the warm flickering light of lamps and lanterns fill the pathway. It's dim, but at this point, that is hardly a problem. My eyes are certainly used to the constant glow of the marketplace. Here we are. One home sandwiched tightly between us, nearly indistinguishable from the rest. The only identifiable thing I noted: closed shutters, painted blue, simple raw wood. Nagi, it's okay. You can be weak. We can we can be unhinged together. Geir unlocks the door and holds it open for me. Side. Don't mind if I do. I step in. It's small and cramped, as everyone would have guessed. Geir lights the lamp. Front door. By the front door, I can see that it is a comfortably arranged space. None of the furniture matches, but it all works in some kind of odd, cluttered harmony. We're gonna save, but I want to if I see a nice house, you know what? You have a nice home. That was nearly a compliment. I suppose I'll take it. That's all I can give right now. I can say that I tried. There's a water closet behind that. Use the water up, you'll have to get more. I can show you where after I get some sleep. The room is there. The key's on the lock. Only key. Don't lose it. Understood. If you buy and keep your own food, that's fine. Otherwise, you contribute to my budget and share what I can. Any other rules I ought to know? Don't be destructive. Don't make a racket while I'm sleeping. And if I leave, go around the neighborhood as much as you like. Try to leave without an escort, expect the watch to notice and stop you. I'm going to have something to eat. Hungry? I'm glad he can't see the surprise on my face. Are you sure? About letting you have a snack? About keeping me here? Oh, here's the thing, Salem. I'm not worried about you murdering me in my sleep. My door locks, same as yours. Honestly, eternal rest isn't exactly something I'm dreading. Chuckles a little. If you decide to make yourself a problem, find somewhere else to put you. Griffin has a pretty obscure tunnel that goes straight down if you're terrible. All the same, I'd like to avoid that. Easy enough to think of this another guest house that Kier is no worse than. It's intimidating, but ultimately harmless. Are you hungry? I love that he's kind of just like, yeah, I know I like borderline kidnapped you and blackmailed you, but you want a snack? I love that he's just like so just candid. I weirdly enough, I trust him more than anyone else in this goddamn game right now. He steps forward. He steps toward what I assume to be a cooking space. The counter is exceptionally cluttered, but he's able to find his goal with ease. Shallow wood bowl. Here. He takes a handful of whatever it is from the bowl, holds it out to me. This is deadly poison. Eat up. I like that. He's funny. A closer look tells me it's actually an assortment of dried fruits. Yeah, fuck it. No harm in getting back. pull away again. He doesn't reveal his mouth is closed, instead threading his mask. Same. Well, get yourself some rest. Don't murder me in my sleep. I'll resist the temptation as best I can. Mayor departs suddenly, taking himself and his handful of dried fruit in his bedroom. I hear the lock click decisively. I'm suddenly alone again. Free to indulge my curiosity privately. A quick tour of this front room. Mayor certainly made an effort to make this a livable space, but that seems to be as far as his effort has gone. Not much for entertainment here, is there? Maybe he doesn't have friends over much. I continue nibbling. The sticky, sweet tart taste coats the back of my tongue. My search is quick, and in the end, it has to be with so little to look at. Damn. He's trying. I respect that he's trying. I slip into the dark guest bedroom, as though I'm an intruder. For a moment, I feel like I am. It has the same cozy but spare feel. Not a space I could call my own. Door locked, I give myself permission to relax. I could very well have a second in this room, just to break or bypass the lock in some way. There's little use worrying about it. I'm already so keyed up from stress that adding the possibility of being murdered in my sleep would make resting impossible. What have I gotten myself into? I've been recruited into a gang of thieves against my will. A gang that likely steals to survive. There's one thing that leaves me deeply uncomfortable. I was a decoy for something Kayer stole. That means Kayer was stealing a person. Did I live with myself, helping to steal people? You know, I I feel like he's very shady, but I also think they're not gonna make him. There's no good reason. I feel like there's to steal people, so he's basically using him as a decoy to kidnap someone and take someone. Why would he be stealing a person? You know, you're right. I don't trust him, but also I kind of want to see what happens if I click. There must be a good reason. I feel like I want to believe. I want to cope. It feels desperate. It feels like trying to find the silver lining of a hurricane. But I need, for my own sanity, to believe that whatever Kayer's doing is best. I swallow hard, trying to chase these thoughts away. I'm not going to sleep at all, am I? Follow the motions of getting ready for bed. I even take off my mask, though I'm careful to lie down with my back to the door. After some hours of trying to find some comfortable position, I must have fallen asleep, because Kayer wakes me up with sharp knocks to the door. In the days that follow, I get used to the pace of things, asshole. I am, as promised, left to my own devices for the most part. I can sense people getting tense when I drift towards any of the myriad exits, but I'm not about to test my luck with an considered escape attempt. Air, it seems, is a popular one. He's constantly being called this way or that, heading to roof repairs or settling quarrels. That is only when I see him. They are, quite often, ships that pass in the night. My first days, I was largely ignored. None of the regular residents wanted to interact with me. I have to admit, it nearly drove me mad. Once I proved to their satisfaction that I'm not a maniac, the people seemed keen to get an additional set of hands in their work. I've chopped vegetables and hauled water and washed babies and held a lot of ladders in place. It's not hard work, but it conquers my boredom and gives me a chance to make small talk. Salem, I need a hand. On it. Jill, one of the friendliest people in Mousehole, stacking crates near an exit passage. Not sure how much I can help. I don't think my reach is longer than yours. I just need a little support so I can... Ha! They do a short hop and shove the crate into place. Got time. I could use a hand a little longer. My schedule's packed, but I can skip a social engagement or two to help. Jill's chuckle is gratifying. Very funny. But you aren't you going to the strategy meeting soon? Strategy meeting? You're running lookout, aren't you? I believe that was the arrangement. This is the first I'm hearing about it. Hey, Salem, gotta talk strats. Speak of the... Looks like I'm doing this on my own. I wouldn't want you to skip that social engagement. Thank you, Shale. Maybe there will be some barrels we can roll around later to make up for this. I think there's an empty one around here somewhere. Kids took it to roll each other in. That I would love to see. Are you ignoring me, Salem? Not in the slightest. You know how much I love talking with you. Bye, Shale. Bye. I make my way towards Kayer, a little more comfortable following him through the narrow, winding paths of Mousehole now. What were you doing there? Trying to give Shale a hand. Makes sense. Shale's always finding good tasks to keep the kids involved in community work. You're probably right, but I resent that remark. Anyway, get moving. Everyone's waiting for you. You say that like I deliberately dallied. This is the first I'm hearing about a meeting. Fix your communication, too. Hey, waiting for me to ask, when are you holding a secret meeting? I do not even know is a possibility is not reasonable. They're like bickering again. Yeah! Waiting for me to ask, hey, when are you holding a secret meeting I do not even know is a possibility? It's not reasonable. Yeah. Get moving. You duck into one of the buildings in the square. Kayer has to duck particularly low. The door frame is unusually short, and he is a fairly tall man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Kayer. Finally found her? I wasn't hiding. Found her just fine, thanks. I wasn't hiding. I take a seat at the table with several other individuals. The room is extremely dark, underground room. I think I can see hints of this being a pub or a bar of some kind. Real question, Salem. These are Lave and Halo. You already know great. Terrible seeing you again, Salem. Likewise. One of the other two gives me a slow, casual wave. Lavernia, call me Lave. My girl here is Halo. The other one, Halo, gives me a near imperceptible nod. He leaned in close to Lave. Not the talkative sort of couple, then. Okay, Griff, what's the brief? We've got a commission. Fuck off. Here's already approved. Don't worry. It's fine, Lave. Griff gave me the full rundown of the client. We've got a commission to the auctioneer of a few choice pieces. Absolutely fucking no. Auction. I'm not crazy. The auctioneer. Crossing the ruby walls. What? You've done that half a dozen times. And nearly died each time. We're not dead yet. Not you too, Care. You're supposed to be sensible. I am being... This is a huge potential payoff, and we have an in. I'm gonna say, what would I even interrupt with? Like, what would I even say? Okay, stop. What is it? Talking local business. Oh, okay. I can't. You know what? Fuck it. I want them to tell me. How new? Not quite a month. We're not working with someone that green. A month? Why, the lunar got scars. What the fuck were you even doing outside the mountain to be able to keep up with me? Not your business. Fine. Anyway, time spent in the marketplace isn't the same as experience in our work, Lave. Things go wrong, you have no obligation to rescue her. Not reassuring. Not for you. Very much to me. What is it you don't know, Salem? Ruby walls, for one. There's a wall with a vein of raw ruby in the cavern. A gate that theoretically go through, but in practice is only for the wealthy and the beautiful. Exactly. The auctioneer is rich. She lives above a pleasure parlor on the other side of the ruby walls. Planning continues, with Griff drawing up a map on the rock. For all his belly aching, here is careful to make sure I understand everything. I'd feel patronized if it wasn't so helpful. The rest are also begrudgingly patient until we reach the brief. 4 of them stand up. I follow their lead. My cloak is just barely fine enough to be worn beyond the ruby walls, but the other four take a chance to fancy themselves up. God, back in these awful things. Hair holds up a heavy, richly embroidered cloak. Imagining him in it is comical. Laughing at me, Salem? Yes. Ha! And you? She shrugs. She's right. Stupid. It doesn't match. It really doesn't. I keep telling you, buddy, you're made of iron, not silver. Griff's already in his disguise. Like you're one to talk. You look like a child going through Daddy's closet. Griff's short stature and casual posture, leaning into gear, is completely at odds with his jeweled hood and satin cape. Knowing what he's like, honestly, it makes it even funnier. You look like you robbed Satine without a lantern. Kind of funny, honestly. You look like a throw pillow. Fuck the jewelry box. Oh my god! Labor. Mostly at Halo's response, I assume. Salem. Kay reaches over, takes a hold of my shoulder, and holds tight as he curls into himself, choking on laughter. Laugh it up. After a second, Griff looks at me. Wasn't that funny? You just surprised them with vulgarity. Hair props up, a smile in his voice. No, it was a bit funny. Really put it over the top, Halo. Oh no, Thanks, Halo. I made him laugh a little like... Stop. Every time they mention him, like, grabbing my shoulders, I'm like... Okay, I'm normal, I'm normal, I'm normal. The thought of him making him laugh, I'm so normal. The laughter dies away a little. The mood has definitely been lifted. Things settle down again. I don't know why I put up with you. Here pats his shoulder firmly. Neither do I. Some more scattered laughs, but the atmosphere of the room slowly turns more serious. Halo and Lave are checking each other's disguises, ensuring their weapons are not visible to passers-by. Here is checking over his knife carefully. It's beautiful and likely quite unlike the rest of his daily wear. Should I be armed? It's not a good idea. Obviously, I am a rank novice and far more likely to be stabbed with my own knife than to use it properly to defend myself. Still, I cannot help but feel a twinge of fear. A knife won't make me feel less frightened. But it's hard to convince myself of the fact. The rest of the preparations happen in anticipatory silence. Ready? Then let's move. We walk in a loose group, yet another exit. I've yet to fully count the ways in and out of Mousehole. There seems to be at least half a dozen. There's another narrow passage that leads into the back room of the shop. From there, we can exit through the storefront and step into the busy walkways of the marketplace. Look alive. In any other circumstance, it would be a deeply strange group, a gang of well-dressed strangers walking together but not talking. This is hardly the strangest sight in the marketplace. It's a bird-masked contortionist performing in a tiny cage and a pair of drunkards fighting at just one of the crossroads we walk through. Things are as lively as ever. We passed the church on our way to the central caverns. But only a few days ago I was standing, looking for some clue to start me on my hunt. As we entered the largest cavern, part of the marketplace where I started my journey, we walked closer together. All right, you know the drill. Split up. We meet across from the Pearl Choker. Salem, you're with me. Okay, I want to, yeah. Leif and Halo are gone in a second, melted into the crowd. Griff glances back at Kair for a second before doing the same. Don't trust me not to run off. Not in the slightest. Plus you're new to this. I might be able to give you pointers. Makes you think I'm new at this. You're paying a lot of attention to small details. The kind that are easy to ignore when you're used to this work. Fair enough. I've never planned a theft before, or I've never worked in an organized group to... Yeah, both are true. I've never worked with others in a project like that. I have done this kind of... I thought we were supposed to leave our surface life behind down here. Leave it behind all you like. You're still quite comfortable working with it. Well, you survive somehow, right? I doubt the auctioneer is someone who will suffer greatly when we're done with her. No, you won't have to feel bad for her when we're done. She's someone who would sell literally at getting a cut. And what will you sell it to a different asshole who'd do anything for a cut? I think you like him, though. He's got a tongue as quick as yours. Is that all you think I am? Maybe if you talked a little less, I'd understand you more. Not a chance. Worth a try. And here are the walls. Take them in. My first impression is that they're nothing special. Stone walls about twice as tall as the average person, smooth enough to be nearly impossible to climb barehanded. Then I noticed the flickering lights. Rubies in the stone have been dug around and polished, where they sit so they catch the light. They glimmer like candles, the colors richer and redder than any fire. There are hundreds, possibly thousands of them. Settle. There's our gate. Brace yourself. Kayer seems to set his shoulder and marches forward, leaving me to hurry and catch up to him. Beyond the ruby walls, things are still busy, and it's not as though there's anything to muffle the sounds of the rest of the marketplace. There's a noticeable change. The rest of the marketplace is people hawking their wares, shouting at potential buyers, and cajoling them to buy. Here, the people stand in front of businesses. Don't shout. They offer samples or display their wares, pose at and flirt with passerby. There is no shouting. I suppose if you have to business here, you don't have to shout to get attention. It really is different. There's nothing in the world like the distance. It must have been said in admiration, except Kayer's voice is oozing in bitter disdain. Kira and I walk side by side, taking a few turns to avoid a direct path to the pearl choker. Stops and looks at the perfume bottles and little ivory statuettes. I pause near a window blazing with light, a lantern shop. Plan. I know the plan. Where to hide. I know where to hide if you foul up everything. But you won't, will you? From your lips to the moon. Don't make me again. Or what? Or I'll be very cross. He's still my beating heart. Anything but that. I like him. Okay, I like him. You'll stay safe, won't you? I have no plans on dying. What about not dreading eternal rest? I'm not afraid of dying. I still don't want to. With my luck, I'd get done in, hurt like a bitch. Then you'll stay safe. Here stops and turns to me. There are stones in the river of people around us who pay us no money. Kay reaches out and gives me 1, 2 soft pats on top of my head. I'll stay safe. You haven't seen half of what I can do. He's patting my head. He's patting my head. I die. I die. He's so comforting. Like I like him. I like him. At the pearl choker, Kayer splits away from me, enter through the front door. I slip between the pleasure parlor and the neighboring gambling hall. Both businesses are high class. Beautiful fronts, charming staff, and I swear I can hear a live band from one of them. But it doesn't matter how pretty the buildings are. All alleyways are the same. There's a vague sense of grime and how I'm definitely not breaking any rules, but I'm also certainly not welcome. Things have gone to plan. Lave and Halo broke into the apartment above the Pearl Choker by climbing the new attachment to the gambling house and jumping the gap. Griff and Kayer are going up to the side, using the staff passage. And I'm keeping watch, signaling whether the alleyways. Simple set of gestures. Holding one arm, there are people in the alley. Holding both, there are guards or staff in the arms relaxed, no one but me. Not that complicated, but I do have to keep an eye on both ends of the alley and signal consistently. Ideally, all 4 of them will jump the gap and climb down the gambling hall's addition and will separate to reunite in the mouse hole. If we need to run, I even have the turns I'll need to take crossword memorized. Straight to the first crossroad, left, then left again, right, and if I won't be seen, I go into and hide into the butcher's shop. Oh, activate. I'm really stupid. I'm really stupid. I I'm the person who literally writes things on my hand, so I remember. I literally have sticky notes in my apartment that remind me to like grab my keys and stuff. I lean against the gambling wall. This is one side. This one is made of stone, beautifully cut and polished and scratched with all sorts of graffiti. People never change. Always marking that someone had been here, that Agatha has great tits, that Darwin fucked his mate. Delightful. I'm alone in the alley. I drop my arms and I am very nervous, but I also am like, ooh, try. I don't, I don't want to be here doing this. It's dangerous. I was forced to be here, coerced and blackmailed. Even if it weren't for the threats or the possibility of getting lunar ichor, I wouldn't stay. I can find the fun in chatting with Kate, chatting shit with Kate. Moments that I'm alone like this, it all comes back. I don't want this life. Yeah, I have sticky notes on my PC monitors. Yeah, me too. I literally do. All I can do now is keep my head above water, but for a moment I have to put them a short while longer. I'm complete. Then a stranger wobbles along into the. Hey, mind if I smoke? Not at all. Want any? Holds out a little pouch of herbs. I recognize it on sight. Sweetgrass. I've had it plenty of time before back on the surface. Smoke it with others to build bonds. As loose herbs like this, it softens the hard edges of stress. Not enough to addle the mind in any way, just enough to make actions easy. I let my arm rest against my torso and grip my elbow firmly. Wheatgrass, right? Know it? Every teen learns to grow it where I'm from. Lucky, I only found the stuff down here. I'm not doing drugs from a stranger, though. Who do you think I am? It's a kind offer, but I have to say no. Fair enough. More for me. She rolls her tab with quick, clever fingers. Even if she's new to the practice, she's clearly gotten good at it. Strikes a match. I can smell the faint sweetness of the smoke. I keep turning my gaze either into the alleyway, still focused on my mission. What are you here for? I'm paranoid. Oral answer. Buying. What you buying? Nothing. You? Heard there's a fortune in one of the gambling halls here every hour. Thought I'd try my luck. And how's your luck fare? I'm about to get a big win. I can feel it. Not well, then. Maybe they'll made the lunar god smile on you. Oh, you're a loony. There's a few people milling near the alleyway entrance. I can't tell what sort of people. Yeah, most people here are. Well, most people here are. Lunar blessing felt appropriate. So strange. The solar god makes everything. The lunar god ruins it. And then the people here worship the moon. I was never one for theology myself. Whatever. One of the people at the end of the alleyway start coming. Big, confident posture. At first I can't tell if they're armed. I see the what was it? Okay. The signal was if there's regular people, hold one arm, but if it's staff or office or guards, I hold both. It's not staff or guards, but it is still kind of sketchy. They get closer. Hello? Any reason you're loitering back here? Oh, I didn't realize you were loitering. We're just having a break. Yeah. We were sharing some sweetgrass. Want any? She rummages through her bag, but the stranger cuts her off. No. They point at me. I didn't see you in the hall earlier. I wasn't in the gambling. Where have you been? Here. Proof? Well, I've been here with her for a while now. Mind if I ask a few questions? Go ahead. Definitely some kind of security. Okay, we're going. I'm gonna hold it both. I'm gonna hold it both. Yeah, yeah. Okay, close. I didn't see you in the hall earlier. I wasn't in the gambling. Ben, mind if I ask you a few questions? Go ahead. Definitely some kind of security force. Did you come here alone? Here? From where? This alley? Jewel box. I'm gonna say I came alone. Yeah, I'm a newcomer to the marketplace. Wanted to see some of the sights people keep talking about. Sally's nothing special, but the rest of the jewel box is very nice. Posture betrays nothing. Then I see my friend here with Sweetgrass and decide to hang around for a while. That's what happened. Yeah, put that out and go back in. I'm not done talking to this one alone. Oh, I'm gonna die. Sound like they're going to broke any argument. You have a one waiting for you, right? Yeah. Good talking with you. Likewise. She leaves, and I'm left alone with this member of the security force. Yeah. Is there any problem, then? Suspicious activity. Not good. People not stand around alleyways in the toolbox. Unless they're looking for trouble. I'm just looking for somewhere quiet. I was just looking for a bit of quiet. Another person. Better one than hundreds, I would say. Stranger's posture somehow gets more tense, like waiting for me to book it. Why are you here? Jewel box or in general? Marketplace. Buying. And you had time to wander around. Turns out not everything is for sale all of the time. I'm waiting for a shipment to come in. That should be enough truth to convince them. What have you been doing while you wait? Minding my fucking business! I've been keeping to myself. Minding my own business. You know how it is. I don't. Isolation is a sign of suspicious behavior. Come with me. What? Where? Come. I could try to run. That would absolutely confirm whatever they suspect of me. Well, all right, I suppose. I'm led into the pleasure parlor, but instead of following the smell of food and the sound of laughter, I turn abruptly to the offices, most likely. Wait here. I try for the door handle as soon as it's closed, but it's locked and I unlock it. I'm left in the pitch black office, sitting on the floor for fear of bumping into something and damaging it. Property destruction is unlikely to endear me to these people. Alone for a while, my only option is to stew in my minds. All of this confirms my fear. I didn't want to do this work, and look what happened when I was forced to. A door slamming open scares the daylights out of me, and I nearly jump to my feet. Stop fucking struggling! I'm not doing anything! A lantern is brought into the office, and I can see 5 people. 2 security officers, all uniformed the same way. Then there's Kayer and Halo, both being dragged. No! They're tossed in. Halo crumples to the floor, but Kayer lands on his legs, ready to fight. Yeah! I get up to my knees, about to jump to my feet beside him. One of the security guards punches Kayer in the gut before he can get up. Another throws me to the ground. Never an end to these rats, is there? Well, thief, is this part of your little team? The question is directed to Kayer. Security officers pointing at the moment of quiet. I can hear Kayer trying to catch his breath. Salem. I don't dare answer, and confirm we know each other. I'm sorry. No. I try and dive for him. Stop him somehow. Held back. That's our lookout. I'm reminded horribly that Kayer was wanting to put this around my neck in the first place. Even if I was getting to life, I was supposed to trust him. Fuck you! Go down together, Salem. He sounds so unbelievable. Maybe he's getting that rest he wanted now. Thieves don't get trials, not in the marketplace. For caught stealing, the victim gets to extract their punishment immediately. And so it was with us. I watched Kayer fall. Halo turns away. I watch him slowly drown in a pool of his own blood, clutching tightly to the slash across his throat, as though he has the air of survival. He doesn't get the painless end. Security officers watch him die in silence. them, I suppose. This is ordinary. Just another thief. I should be scared in this. I don't want to die, especially not in such a grim way. There's only an ice-cold void left in me. Part of me that feels is already dead. Once it's clear that the security officer turns to Halo. Make it quick, please. She turns, her head away, offering them her jugular. She's got something in her. Maybe a memento. There's no time to ask before she stones. Then it's my turn. Bad end. If he's going down to I can't believe I got a bad end. I want to. Okay. I'm gonna go back. I don't want a bad end. I at least want something different. Okay. That sucks. We fucking died. We died. Okay. I'm gonna try, and I feel like this is where it all went wrong. I'm just gonna say I'm chilling. I don't enjoy this life, but I'm not upset to be. Would I choose to be here of my own accord? Probably not. But to get Lunar Ichor, I'd do anything. At least this is something I can tolerate. But for the moment, I have to put these feelings away. For a short while longer, But hold one arm. No, I'm not doing your drugs, lady. I'm avoiding. But there's a fortune one in the gambling halls. Yeah, most people are. Hold both arms. Get closer. Ooh, I came with a friend. Oh, no, I came with a friend, but he wanted to do certain things, and I didn't. You know how it is. Their posture betrays nothing. Then I see my new friend here with Sweetgrass, and she offered to share some. That's what happened. Yeah. Put that out and go back in. I'm not done talking to this one alone. Ah, shit. Sound like they're gonna broke. I'm keeping both arms. Check. Will not stand around alleyways and blocks, not unless they're looking for trouble. I seem to have found some. My job isn't trouble. Could have fooled me. Stranger's posture settles, just a little. Maybe they've decided I'm not a threat. Why are you here? The jewel box? General. Marketplace. Buying. You had time to wander around. Turns out not everything is for sale all the time. Ugh. Seeing everything the marketplace offers. I've been where even if I'm not buying. It's incredible. It's incredible to see everything there's to offer. Staff at the Leaping Bear have been very good at advising me where to. No answer, but that's better than a bad one. Open up your cloak. What? I need to check you for dangerous objects. Standard search policy. It'll only take a moment. They almost sound apologetic. I mean, I'm not holding any weapons. Good thing I didn't take a knife. I opened my cloak and put up with the security officer examining me with almost intimate closeness by lantern light. Stop fucking touching me! It's uncomfortable, but there's only so much I can do. I did consent to this, technically. As you can see, I'm just an ordinary traveler. I agree that you're not carrying any weapons. Have a good day. They nod briefly. By the looter god scars! What bravery, whatever bravery is keeping my spine straight, collapses out from under me, and I slump slightly. At least I'm alone now. Coming down. I can hear Leif from the balcony above me, but only barely. He's trying to shout and whisper at the same time. Almost silently, all four thieves leap from the balcony 2 floors up and land on the gambling hall's addition. There, they climb down. Well, betray us? How could I? You've got my stuff. Ah, smart enough to put those facts together. Very good. Glad to see you were able to shut up long enough to not get caught. No, he nearly got us caught. But he also got us out of it again. Why does it smell like sweetgrass? Someone came down here to smoke for a while. The smell tends to stick a little and linger. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. When you reunite, it's in the rundown pub in the mouse hole. In the mouse hole. Well, that was painless. That went much better than it had any right to. Good job, Salem. Here pats my shoulder once. He complimented me. He said, "Good job." Thank you. Glad my first job worked out. Hopefully the next one will be easy too. Next, you're getting into this, aren't you? I was promised the maker in exchange for work. I'll work until I can get it. Drinks on us! One of the servers, a barmaid with pretty hands and a flat full moon mask, delivers drinks to our table. I'm pretty sure her name is Delight. Thanks, babe. Don't make me regret this, Griffy baby. Griff will be on his best behavior now, right? Yes, he will. He almost sounds like a Cheston child. Kier lifts his drink. A successful run. The others raise their tankards. I would have water, but I'll say water. My water glass clinks and we all drink. I wonder if it's different if I say alcohol. I toast the rest of the theme. The glass clinks and we all drink. Well, show us the loot. I think we've earned a look at our prize, right? Yeah. Halo and Lave go through their pockets and drop some small things on the table. God, scars, that's the stuff. Griff turns to the server. We got a couple of good necklaces. Nothing wild, but we're not going to turn up our noses on that, right? Some compass stones, a few rare coins that I know will go to a good home. And the bit we got commissioned for. Genuine witch ring. A witch ring? You can't be serious. As the grave. Well, that sounds very impressive. Witch rings give power to the wearer. The longer you wear it, the more power you get. It's just about the only magical thing that won't ruin your life. Well, it won't ruin your life directly. There's a lot of fighting over them. Yep. That means people will be willing to pay a lot to get their hands on one. What a treasure. You're telling me, Dee. Halo puts away the spoils of our adventure. And when good old Hemlock or Absinthe or whatever he's calling himself these days shows up, payday. You're gonna be rich, Salem. I can hear him smirking. The drinking goes on for hours. I hear a lot of songs and a few more than a few stories about other gigs they've done. Halo eventually brings out a deck of cards. He also wipes the floor with us. For someone as shy as she is, Halo's a regular card shark. Then Lave yawns, and she and Halo go home to rest. Griff follows Delight into the back. Let's head home, Salem. We're going home together, because everyone... You know, I'm taking my crumbs. Listen, the other two are in their couples, and I can be delusional. Let's. Kier and I stumble into each other as we walk. I can't find it in me to be bothered while he bumps into me. Booze sloshing around in me loosens my lips, and words start spilling out of me. You're a real bag of dicks, you know that? Tell me something I don't know. Just a terrible piece of work. An absolute wreck of a person. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you. I wouldn't trust me, and I can throw myself pretty far. Rethinks his choice to show me how far he can throw himself just in time. Anyways, why am I a bag of dicks this time? I could stand to be in a lot less danger. Think I don't feel bad about this whole thing? I could snap my fingers and tomorrow no one would get murdered if the beautiful people found Mousehole. I'd do that instead of making it work for us. But I don't have magic snappy fingers. Not even sure Mousehole is the first thing I'd save with magic snappy fingers. No? There's people getting sold in every auction. That's just the legit stuff. Marketplace is hell, Salem. A lot of people sure never know. Then why are you stealing people? Griff said that you steal people sometimes. You time it right, you steal a person who's been bought, let them free. Their family gets the money, and they don't get tortured to death. I knew there was a good reason. Kier stops and stares at me. You honestly think we've got it in us to buy and sell people like they're shit?
When we're all just shit off the streets already? Bag of dicks. Human trash pile. Hideously awful, but compellingly handsome. That's all fine. I can live with that. Sacrificing a life for my own happiness? Fucking never. Good. Yeah, good. What about you? I'm not keen on being a bag of dicks, but it's better than being a monster. No, not that. Magic, snappy fingers. What would you save?
Honestly, I would save myself.
I don't know. I guess myself. Makes sense. The is for you, right? Why? What is it for? Oh, why not? It's called fractum anima. It's an extremely rare illness. Deadly? Actually, it's not a quick killer, but it does a lot of other nasty stuff. Not really a fun post-job chat topic, though. Sorry. Not your fault I'm sick, right? No. Still sorry all the same. Thanks. Feels good for someone down here to know about it. What I'm going through. The house with the blue shutters is right before us. Puts a hand to the wall of the house and murmurs something softly. Then Kier unlocks the door and lets me in. Welcome home. He's still standing at the doorway. Arresting image. This man who's ruthless and generous in equal measure, welcoming me into his home, both as a kindness and blocking the door because I'm a prisoner. Then reaches for my face. I refuse to flinch away, and instead of touching my mask as I feared, drops his hand on my head. Is this going to be a habit of yours? He pats the top of my head once, twice. Might be. Yeah. Not a child. You're not. He doesn't stop. Sure fun, though. Thanks? His hand still sits on top of my head. A light pressure that's comforting, its own way. Salem. Yes? There's a long moment of silence. Thanks. For not murdering you in your sleep? Happy to continue not doing it. No, you ass. You know what I mean. Still quiet. Are you going to elaborate then? Or... I'm not a mind reader. Yeah, I'm... I'm thinking... Fine. For being here. Doing work when we ask, even if it's just to get paid. The job is going to pay extremely well when we be able to do so much for Masshole with the money. We couldn't have taken the job without you. There's no one else I could trust with the job. Thanks for not betraying. I feel a slow blossoming warmth behind my ribs. Despite the mask, I can feel like I see Kair properly for the first time. The naked sincerity has me a bit off balance. Well, I do need something out of you that only you can give. No, that sounds awful. And I want to believe helping you, a Mousehole, is the right thing. If I can get what I need by helping people who need it, that's worth a lot, isn't it? The warmth spreads down to my fingertips. They seem to tingle, and I flex my hands to soothe the temptation. Yeah.
Yeah. He's so sweet.
Alright, enough of the sappy stuff. I'm tired. He closes the door behind him, heads for his room, scooping up a snack. I'm left alone in the room. I'm exhausted, but I do feel a weight coming off my shoulders. For now, I'm home.
Best end. Well, let's go. Let's fucking go. I got the best end. I got the good ending. I got the good ending. I got both the bad end and the good ending for Kair. Wow. I want to continue though. I want. I want to. I want to get to know the shady thief. I want to get to know him. I got the best end. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna look at the ending. Yeah. I got a neutral end. Cares route. I got sold out. He goes down, he goes down. Welcome home. I made it home. Best end. And then him. I got out of time. You're too late. And there are uncertain days ahead. Last one, Oleander. I think you'd like him too. Okay. I'm looking for, because I do want to play Oleander's. I'm assuming he's the last guy that I haven't met yet. But I like his character design a lot. I'm like, I had a lot of fun. I really like that route. I understand why Nagi likes him. He's brotherly. He's shady. He's dangerous. If you go back when I correctly psychoanalyzed you, I was like, yeah, I bet Nagi likes danger. So I'm gonna pick the dangerous option. The open shirt? Yeah. He has a very good character design. Anyway, I have three of them. I'm like patting the head. Shady and caring and say, yeah, how can I not? Me neither. Me neither. How can I not like him? I like the bickering and the soft. Yeah, I feel like very honestly relatable. I don't shut the fuck up. I would just be constantly talking back. But I like that he played into it. I like that he kept going. And I was like, wow. I like him. I love him. I also love Mr. Shady Priest. I also like Un's husband. And I am looking forward to the last guy. I think I want to do I'm gonna do one more blind just to see if I can get the new guy, the last guy, and I will. Then I'm probably gonna, because I know there's an endings guide. Because I just want to I'm a completionist. I just want to know what does. I might mess around with some of the choices and see what some of the endings that I can possibly get are. He's just not. Yeah, he's not angry. He just bickers back, which I love that he does that. I love that he bickers back with you. So far, Sirius is the only one I've only gotten one ending for. So I kind of want to try Conviction You'll Give Up. I kind of see it if I can get a different, just a random Sirius ending, just to see what. Because I feel like one when the so for Sirius's CG, it says image 1 of 2 locked. And then there's this one. So I feel like I might get the other image if I have an idea as to what may lead to the other image. What may lead to the other image. Yeah, I'm a big completionist. No, I want to load. I want. Yeah. I'll see what happens. Why is this necessary? You'll understand once we're done, I assure you. Punishments can be rather enlightening experiences. I'll do it. Okay, yeah. Ooh. I reach up for Sirius's logger. I'm instantly feeling the weight of it in my hand. Oh. Okay. It's real black leather, braided around the handle for grip, extending into a dozen thin tails. Even just feeling it fresh against my fingertips makes me shiver. The effect of the nectar having fully settled at this point. But you start with 10. Doesn't matter where, as long as you can use your strength as normal. Pauses. Don't hit any organs. The back is a relatively spot start.
Funny that you're thinking about safety right now. Sirius's masked expression tells me everything I need to know. His patience is running. It's the only thing keeping me sane while I contemplate the idea of conflicting immense pain on my own self. I'm dragging the time out. Surely it won't be so bad. I just have to muster up the courage. As soon as my palm stops shaking, fuck! The decisive grip, I move the flogger into position in front of myself. Then I fling it over my shoulders, the tails to reach a spot in my upper back. Ah! Ah! A sudden onslaught of pain makes me gasp. I instantly drop the tool, steel myself, and control my breathing. The impact lingers for a while, rippling over the skin in burning, painful ways. Shh! Don't swear before God. Sirius instantly chastises me before I can say anything, and watches me from above with poorly concealed glee. That's one. Only 9 more to go. You little creep. You're enjoying. He's enjoying this too much. But also, keep enjoying it. But I can't stop now. Go for another hit, willing it to land a little lower than it. When it doesn't, and the lashings hit the spot, I double over, whimpering into my cloak. I already feel myself breaking into a cold, clammy sweat. Oh dear. His grin is nothing short of sadistic. That must have hurt. Poor thing. I don't even know if I can do all 10 without passing out at this rate. Waiting until the pain ebbs away from before going on to the next hit takes progressively longer, and every time I can feel the patience growing. He's encouraging me to keep going. I can't. Yes, you can. Pain is all in your head, little star. It's all for the good. The pain will cleanse you ever so deeply, from head to toe. I promise you're going to feel so much better afterward. Feel so good. His voice is sickeningly sweet, staining my mind with hypnotic suggestions that leave me dizzy. I brace myself for another self-inflicted hit. This time, I collapse, breath ragged. I can see my hands shaking in front of me, despite my blurring vision. It doesn't take long to realize it's tears. Harder. I know you can go just a little harder for me. Come on. His tongue sweeps across his lips to wet them. In that moment, I think he doesn't look or sound like a priest. But I keep that to myself as I raise my hand for the final time. When the impact lands between my shoulder blades, I succumb to the darkness. My senses numb. Finally, it's the sweetest release. So good I could keep crying. Then I pass out. Yep, and now we're back to where we were. I okay, I did like the ending where he does it. Okay? I can't say I didn't enjoy it. But something about him being like being a little sadistic freak. I'm like, why why did I kind of like that? Why was that kind of nice? Why was that kind of nice? I'm like, you're he's enjoying this in very not a godly way. And I'm like, there's something so wrong with him, but that makes me like him. That makes me like him more. that just that just makes me like him more. Which we don't want to psychoanalyze what that says about me. Unleash. Listen, and it's all it's always been there. I'm just saying, it's. I feel like that was evident from the fact that I had a good time. Just the right amount of wrong, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's just the right amount of wrong. Main menu. Now I have
Now I have, okay. I don't know which one I like more. Just him standing there menacingly, or him standing there, like, menacingly. Why is the enjoying in quotations? Why is the enjoying in quotations? I am enjoying this game. I think it's fun. Why? Why are you putting that in quotations? There's nothing shady about me enjoying a fun game. Listen, I'm completely normal. I am so normal. I've never been more normal in my life. Is simply what I'm saying. Yeah. This is the kind of torture that I like. Not the kind that involves me running into my boss at a farmer's market on a Sunday morning. That's not the fun kind. That's just the kind that sucks. But listen, if it's a hot priest with a whip though, I could reconsider. I want to look at I want to look at the head pad again. It's really cute. That's real horror. That's what real horror is. That is what real horror is. That's just yeah. I I feel like okay. I feel like he definitely knew it was me and didn't say anything either. So I think I did the correct move. Because, okay, what happened was that picture me, minding my freaking business, buying organic jams. I'm having a conversation with this lady who makes unique jams, okay? And I buy my jams and I'm about to leave and she asks me for my name. And so I tell her what my name is, like my legal first name. And she's like, "Oh yeah, great, nice to meet you, bye." And right after I tell her my name, as I'm leaving, another like couple of people like are coming up behind me, and I don't really notice. Like they were close enough that they definitely heard me saying my name, and saw me as I was walking away. And I didn't realize until I had already started walking away. I was like, that guy looks kind of like my boss. I was like, wait a second, that guy looks kind of like my boss. And I did the double take, and he didn't look at me. Luckily, he was busy with the lady selling jams. But I was like, no, that's definitely my boss. That's definitely my boss. And so I did the only thing I could think of, and that's to walk away. That is I walked away because I did not want to risk having a work-related conversation on a Sunday. And I just assumed that he didn't want to either, which I respect. Because he was there with, like, his wife and child, and he's just living his life. And I'm like, me too. I'm gonna go buy some organic cucumbers, and I just not say anything. Yeah, I hope he doesn't come up to you at work tomorrow. I don't think he will. I mean, I'll definitely have to talk to him at work tomorrow for work, but hopefully he won't mention it. Hopefully he won't be like, oh, why didn't you say anything? I'll be like, listen, I'm just trying to live. I don't want to risk thinking about work on a Sunday. I'm just trying to buy some homemade sourdough starter, the reminder of work on and off. That's exactly what I was like. I was at the fucking farmer's market trying to live my like YN moment of like I'm just hanging out. I have my camera because I want to take pictures. I like just did my laundry, so I had a cute outfit, and I wanted to be a like cool girl at the farmer's market and look at goat cheese. You know, I'm just trying to live. I don't want to think about. I don't want to think about work. I don't want to think about work. I'm just trying to live my life. But I personally, I think he probably understood the idea of you don't want to have to think about and talk about work on a fucking Sunday. And didn't say anything either, because he definitely heard it was me. Because him and his wife were coming up behind me before I realized that they were there, after I'd already said my name to the jams lady. And I have a very foreign name. And so there's like probably no other person who has the same name as me, at least in the immediate vicinity. And so definitely knew it was me, definitely didn't say anything. I'm just gonna go. Bye. I'm just trying to live. But yeah. Horrible. Terrible. Hopefully he doesn't mention it. And isn't like, yeah, you're being really weird. I saw you at the farmer's market. You're being really weird. And I'm like, I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to live. But yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Speaking of work, it's a work day. I wanted to start earlier today, and then I didn't. Because I can't even defend myself. I can't even say I was doing chores or anything. I was reading webtoons. That's what I was doing. I was reading webtoons. So, what we're gonna do right now is go to bed at a normal person time. I want to go to bed at a normal person time today, so I think we're going to call it for now. And I will be back sometime this week. Probably, like, honestly, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe even do this tomorrow or Tuesday and finish off, Oleander. Because I want to meet him, and I want to do the final route. Not the final route, but, like, the final character that I haven't met yet. And then after that, I might just, like, do random routes and just do random choices and see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, one more blind route. At least one more blind route, and then after that I might consult the endings guide. But yeah. Okay. Good night, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You